So I got this comment and several comments like it, and I wanted to address it real quick. First of all, I'm happy to receive all kinds of comments, even if those are like supposedly negative. I think they're valuable and they're interesting, and it's cool to talk to you guys. So everything's welcome. But regarding this particular point, I want to make a couple of points clear. First of all, I did not invent this to be a replacement for a drum set. Like if you have a drum set and you play it, like do that. That's awesome. Like I love drum sets, and I actually think that drum sets are superior to the Glide in certain ways, in a lot of ways actually. Mostly because you have 4 completely independent limbs going simultaneously and making music, and I think that's super cool. Whereas with the Glide, you just have 2 arms going. So yeah, I'm not trying to cancel the drum set. And then second, the nature of invention is you try to accomplish a thing using new technology. And when you have that new technology, you don't just layer the new technology on top of it. You have to rethink the entire device, the entire process. So like whenever you have like an electronic drum set, that's basically taking a drum set, it's recreating a drum set that's acoustic and then kind of layering electronics on it so that you can like trigger MIDI notes and things like that. And that's cool. That's cool. But the Glide is a completely different rethinking using a technology, accelerometers, that haven't really been widely available until somewhat recently. So an analogy I like to use is if you look at the history of like a drill. So old school drills were those kinds that had like the crank on it. Very cool, very quiet. And then you had to like push it while cranking into the piece of wood. Those are cool. Now, when electricity came along and they started making power tools, they didn't just apply electricity to that same thing. What they did is they rethought the entire tool to make it something that is more like the zip, 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 the drill that we think of today. So I like to think of the Glide as the same kind of thing. We're taking the accelerometer, and instead of just like doing accelerometer drums, we're doing drums in a completely new way using a new technology. And I think it's pretty cool. And it also like increases accessibility a lot. It's cheaper, it's smaller, more compact, it's less physically demanding. In a lot of ways, it's less like coordinationally demanding. So yeah, I think drum sets are amazing. I never want to see drum sets go away. And I hope that people who need and would like to use the Glide use the Glide. And that's it. Have a good day.